Here's Gabe. We're at the Sacred Craft Surfboard Expo in Ventura. What board have you been riding lately?
In the car right now I got a hybrid fish with keels and a little trailer fin in the center, so keeping it short.
And please tell me it's pink.
They're all pink, very pink. It's like a little oversized fish for summer, you know, so they're like on the flat, fat days. It's got the keels and the little trailer. So I do it in memory of my mum because she was the one that told me to get them pink so they'd never miss you, son.
Nice. Cool. Well, thanks for taking the time, PT.
Not a problem, Gabe. Keep the VW going.
All right, that was good to see you, man. What kind of board are you riding right now?
It's a 5.7. It's a 3-fin, and it's a shortboard.
How's it working for you?
Good.
Cool, man. Thanks. What kind of board are you riding right now?
Richard Kenvin had a board sent up, one of the Simmons boards, 4-fin, and I found it at Patagonia one day with a little note for me on it, and I took that out a few times and it was fun. I'm just starting to learn how to ride those things. Yeah, I've been super into the Elias, just like everybody else, and I have a Danny Hess hand plane too, and been riding Fletcher Chenard's boards a lot too. I just kind of always have a few different boards laying around. I just get bored trying to hit the lip on every wave, you know? I just don't want to do it anymore, so it's fun to have something else. It kind of reminds you that you're sliding along, you know, rather than have this big agenda. You kind of remember that you're sliding on little waves in the ocean and kind of forget about all the other stuff. Kind of makes me feel like I'm a grommet again when I ride boards with no fins, especially.
Right now, I'm riding a 6 black Jim Beam board.
A what?
Jim Beam, like.
A 6-foot Jim Beam?
Yeah.
Is that like a surfboard or type of whiskey?
It's both. It just says that on the surfboard, and they gave it to me for free, so.
Do you like to experiment on a lot of different types of surfboards?
Yeah, definitely.
So what kind of interesting boards have you been riding lately?
Well, this morning I went to a couple of different demos, like because of this whole thing. They're having lots of demos, so I rode a Elia, which is the wood board with no fins, and this little egg thing that's about that tall.
What do you think of the Elia?
It is pretty trippy. Like every time I would catch a wave and stand up, I'd do a 360 before I could do anything else.
What kind of board are you riding these days, Fletch?
Riding mostly small quad hybrids, like 5'10", 20 inches wide, like a lot of quads. Having a lot of fun on them. Some fishes, but I don't know, mostly groveler type boards. Summertime, what are you gonna do?
You like experimenting on lots of different equipment?
Yeah, gotta mix it up, ride everything. Don't stick to one thing. A lot of kiting too. You can try a lot of boards kiting even when there's no waves. It's just like surfing.
What kind of board are you riding right now?
I have a 5.2 board, and it's a board company from Huntington.
Have you experimented with any other interesting boards lately?
Well, this morning, me and my friend Nick over there tried a paddleboard, and we didn't really do so well, but it was fun. It's hard to keep your balance on it, especially with 2 people.
So what kind of board have you been riding lately?
Mostly a stand-up board. Yeah, just kind of found it pretty challenging and kind of into it. Got a pretty little one, you know, I'm riding like an 810 and finding it works in almost every surf application there is.
Where have you been riding it?
I had a couple trips down to Mexico and got some pretty good south swell down there, a couple big days, and just loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right now I'm riding a JC Flying Pig 6'1" thruster. I just love the way it comes off the bottom, holds its speed, and does everything I want it to do. You know, I can't really complain about it at all.
Right on. Do you like experimenting with different boards?
I do. I like to actually, I'm a big fan of going to garage sales and secondhand shops, finding some old single fins and trying to pull in and stand there like Sean Thompson. Stand in the middle of my board and get barreled. That's all I want to do on those things. So yeah, I love riding different boards. You learn more, but you learn more about your board when you try boards from the past and different styles.
So what kind of board are you riding right now?
I'm riding what one would call an Elia, or what was also called a breadfruit. Ancient Hawaiians used to call them based off what kind of wood they made them out of, so koa, breadfruit. But now it's kind of gone to most people calling them Elias. I sometimes just call them wood. or wood boards because it's just a piece of wood. I enjoy it because you're in the wave. With foam, you're sitting on top of the wave, and it's still enjoyable. I love riding anything, but with wood boards, you're sitting in the wave, and you feel like you're actually part of it. And every wave's exciting. Like if you do nothing, if you just go straight, it's still really pleasing. And there's no standard. There's nothing you really have to do. You can just stand there and enjoy the wave.
Right now I'm riding a wood board. It's an Alaya, and it's finless, and it's the ones that we've been using have been made out of pine and whitewood, and so that's what I've been on for the past 2 months probably. I haven't been able to get back on my shortboard. It's challenging, definitely. There's definitely a steeper learning curve than switching between longboards and shortboards, but it's really satisfying just to catch a wave on it, and stand up, go straight. It's just kind of effortless speed. Like you just stand there, and you don't have to. You're not working like your legs real hard to pump and get speed. It's just like with a good long one, you'll get a lot of planing surface area, and just kind of stand there. There's no resistance, no fin or no rocker, so it just goes really fast.
Can you do turns on it?
Yeah. That's actually why we've been shaping shorter ones. We've been shaping like some 5.6s to 6.2s maybe, and trying to tuck the nose in a little bit to try to be able to do some more turns. And we've been adding some weird tails, like some weird moon tails and swallow tails and peanut tails, like the Wagners. Definitely pretty weird experimenting with like something so old. It's such an old technology, but it's so new and like so unexplored.
My primary board is a 12-foot Mickey Munoz stand-up paddleboard. Oh, it's fantastic. I've been riding the same board for about 4.5 years. I leave it on the beach now. I don't even take it home. It's too big to carry. But it's fantastic. It's a 12-foot shortboard made for like a really good 380-pound surfer. So, for me, I can use it for everything. Tandem, paddling, stand-up, all sorts of stuff.